Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I just listened to an Esther Hicks, I guess, video that I'm not going to say finally made sense, but it makes so much sense. I sent it to my husband. I'm like, oh my God, you got to watch this. And I'm going to explain it today because sometimes when we get messages from our higher self or the divine or a channeling from somebody, you understand it, but it doesn't really, it's like, what? At the end of the day, you're trying to figure out what they're really saying. And Esther Hicks has always talked about, or Abraham has always talked about getting in the vortex. Well, the message today was not about the vortex. It was, but it wasn't. And this is exactly how I've manifested everything that I've gotten. Because have you ever traveled? Have you ever gone anywhere outside of your house? I don't even care if it's the grocery store. You have a starting point and a destination. Okay? And this is what Abraham was saying in a different example, but same thing. Because they were using wherever this person is to San Diego. I have no care to go to San Diego, California. But you put your life into what I'm going to tell you. You leave your house knowing that you want to go here. Whether it be the grocery store, the bank, a friend's house, another state, vacation, whatever. My husband and I are going to take a motorcycle ride today. We know we're going to leave here, and that's where we're going. How we get there, we have a thought, we have an idea, we will follow our guidance, i.e. GPS. We will follow our guidance, but we will let go of the outcome because there could be construction there. And we might not be able to go do what we want to do. There might be construction on the path there. So we'll be rerouted. We, by the same token, might have just a seamless trip from here to there and back again. Just a smooth trip there, smooth trip back with no diversions. How it relates to what you want to manifest, even if it's, whatever it is, whether it's a new relationship, a new job, more money, a new house, you're here. Wherever you are right now, you're here. You know you want X. When you leave your house going to the grocery store, you know you will get there. You might not have everything planned out on how to get there. You don't leave your house and go, oh my God, it's going to take forever. I'm never going to get to the grocery store. How am I going to get to the grocery store? I don't understand. Because you might have just moved. And you might not know how to get there. But you plug it into your GPS. You follow, some of us are old enough to remember maps. You follow the map. You follow your guidance. You stop along the way and ask for directions. But you know you're going to get to your destination. It is the same thing with everything. You are in control of you. Again, you have to know where you are, know where you want to be, where you want to get to, and then leave the journey kind of open. Have a thought on how you're going to get there, but just leave it open. Because you could be guided in a different direction. But knowing all along that you will get to wherever it is. Not one day, not somehow, or oh my God, it's going to take forever to get there, or I don't know how I'm going to get there. Coming from a low vibrational place of doubt and fear. You saying, I'm not sure how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to get there and it's all going to be great. I'm going to enjoy the journey, is much better than saying, I have no idea how I'm going to get there. I have no idea how this trip is going to be. God, am I going to run into obstacles? What if I run out of gas? How do I find the next gas station? You see the difference? There's worry and fear and doubt in the second equation, as opposed to joy and excitement and certainty and expectation in the first. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I know I'm going to get there. And it's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy the journey. It is how I have gotten everything. Literally. I just don't worry about it. It is the same thing, and I said something yesterday in my comment about, or I think it was yesterday, doesn't matter, about wanting a certain type of person as a partner. When you come from, I don't know how it's going to happen, I'm just going to, go about my day, but you're coming from a place of, you're just not going to do anything. You're not going to improve you. You're not going to work on you. You want somebody to take care of you. The person that shows up is not going to be what you want it to be. Because the person that you're vibrating at, wanting to take care of you, is going to take care of you, but it's going to come at a price. Because chances are they're going to be controlling, they're going to be manipulative, they're going to be less than pleasant. When you come from a place of, you know what? I want to improve myself. I choose to improve myself. I choose to become a better person. And you know what? That I was just told, when you come from a place of, I don't want to do anything, I want somebody to take care of me, that's lazy, that's lack, that's low self-esteem. When you come from a place of, you might start there, but then you start working on you, you start bettering you, you start having a higher self-esteem, a higher self-image, a better work ethic, all of those things. Now, all of a sudden, chances are what you want is not the same thing, because you're in a different time, a headspace. You don't need somebody to take care of you. You are perfectly capable of taking care of yourself now. You're self-sufficient. So now, whoever comes into your existence will be more of an equal match to that. Again, same thing when you want more money. Oh, God, I only have $5. I really want to go buy this. I have no idea. A perfect example, okay? And I'm going to give you a real life situation. When I sold my last motorcycle, I got, it was $9,500 for it. I knew that a newer trike was going to cost way more than that. If I had gotten stuck in, oh my God, how am I going to ever get another bike? I only have $9,500. All of those are going for $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. How in the world? I'm never going to get another bike. And then I just sit in misery and discontent and doubt of, well, I guess I'll never get another bike, even though I wanted another bike. No, I knew I had $9,500. I knew what I wanted. Discussing things with my husband, figuring out options I wanted, what type of bike I wanted, what year I wanted, what color I wanted. All of it. I went and test drove what I wanted and fell in love with it. And I'm like, yep, that's what I want. Now, how it happens, I have no idea, but it's going to happen. It will just unfold magically. So we start looking for bikes. This one pops up, that one pops up. It's not exactly what I want. It's more than I chose to spend. Until my bike popped up. I was like, oh my God. And money just fell into place. We got a check that we were not expecting. Something else came in that we were not really truly expecting. The universe said, here you go. I went and got a loan for a small part of it and it was an easy. I didn't have to go fill out a bunch of paperwork. I just went to the bank and I said, hey, I'd like to get a loan for, I forget how much it was. Anyway, doesn't matter. She's like, okay, here you go. Not tying my bike to it. There's no collateral. It's an unsecured loan. And the other money just came in. So therefore, I got the bike I wanted with all the options I wanted, plus a trailer, which was a bonus, and I paid less for it than I would have paid for all those other ones. Because the other ones just didn't feel right. So I knew it was going to be something even better. And I got something even better. Our next house, same thing. I just know it's going to work. I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, well, okay, well, I only am going to get this much for my house. How in the world am I going to buy another house? How in the world am I going to be able to afford another house? Where is the money going to come from? It's not about money. It's about how you're going to acquire it. First of all, it doesn't always take money. It doesn't always take you working for money. That is a limiting belief that you need to flush down the toilet right now. It does not always take you working for money. I did not work for any of the finances that came in to go get my motorcycle. I didn't work, and this isn't bragging, this is proof to tell you it does not take you working to make money to get whatever it is you want. I paid cash for my last house, and not from 1 hour of me working. The funds came from 2 different sources that was to the penny enough that I didn't even know either one of them existed. They came in and I paid cash for my last house, which in turn paid cash for this house. And because I got more money for my last house than I paid for this one, it gave me extra money to pay off my car and put in a fence for my horse and some other things. Again, it did not come from working. That is a lie. That is a limiting belief. When I tell you the universe is abundant, when I tell you the universe, it will provide, all you have to do is have faith and expectation from a place of happiness and joy and gratitude for what you already have. I didn't look at my last house and go, okay, I hate this house. I need to move. No. I loved my last house. I just wanted a view of the mountains. And I wanted internet and cell service. And I wanted more land for my horse to run. And I wanted a little bit bigger house. I got all of it and paid less than I paid for my last house. My motorcycle, I didn't sell my last one because I hated it. I loved my bike. I'm not going to say it broke my heart, but I knew it was the right time to get rid of her. And the man that bought her, it was time for him to come off of 2 wheels and go to more. It was perfect timing. The universe lines everything up. She sold exactly when she was meant to sell, for what I wanted to sell her for. Then I found my new bike exactly it wasn't immediate. I was without a bike for a little while, not long. But there was something, I don't even know what. My husband and I just out of the blue one day said something about we were going to start looking for a motorcycle for me. I was like, okay. Again, not in a rush, I got to have it. It'll happen when it's meant to happen. Just from a knowing, I'm going to get to the store. I'm going to get to this next destination. How? I don't have all the details worked out. I accept however the universe works it out for me. Did I get caught up in the fact that I had to drive to Pennsylvania to get it? No. And I will tell you the other part of that story. Initially, I thought, you know what, this is a new bike to me. Am I really going to want to ride it 4 hours back home when I don't know beans about this bike? So my husband and I were like, okay, how are we going to get the bike back? And we went through the whole thing. We're going to rent a trailer. We're going to do this. We'll tow it with the Suburban. We'll do, and then I'm like, how are we going to get the trailer back? Oh, we'll do that. We'll put it in the Suburban. We'll put it on top of the Suburban. We ran the gamut on how we were going to get this motorcycle back, right? Finally, I said, you know what? This is too much stress. It should not be this stressful. If it's meant to be, it will just be. I'll just ride it back home. As long as the weather's good, who cares? There was a week where these people were going to be home. It broke down to 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, that he would be available for us to pick up the bike. We picked a day and said, okay, we will meet you on this day. I can't remember which day, probably Wednesday. Maybe, anyway, doesn't matter. It was perfect weather. It was not cold. It was not raining. It was sunny. It was warm enough that I was very comfortable riding back. I got on the bike and I just came home. It was the most comfortable ride. It was the most even towing the trailer, of which I've never done before. I didn't even know it was back there. So I got my bike home. I rode my bike home. He followed me in the car, of which he wasn't thrilled because he wasn't on a bike, but it's okay. It's all good. We had a great trip up. We had a great trip back. When you just allow everything to happen with expectation that it's going to be what you want or better. And you come from a place of gratitude for what you already have. When you come from a place of happiness and joy. Because think about it. If you've ever gotten in the car to travel anywhere, and most of us can relate to getting in a car and traveling somewhere, again, even if it's to the grocery store. When you get in the car and you think, oh my God, I really don't want to go to the grocery store. God, I'd rather do anything but go to the grocery store. It's going to take this much time. I got to do this. I got to do that. And you start agonizing over going to the grocery store. And then something happens and they've got road construction. And then you're in misery because there's road construction. That trip to the grocery store takes forever. And you are miserable the whole time. Do not tell me I'm lying. When you come from, okay, I get to go to the grocery store, and you're excited about it, and you think, you know what, I might have 10 other things to do, but you know what, right now, choose you in every moment. Right now, I feel like going to the grocery store. You hop in your car with the expectation that you're going to get to the grocery store. Even if you get stopped by traffic, it's like, okay, it's a little inconvenient, but it's like, no big deal. I'll just turn on the radio. I'll listen to music. I'll just sit here and enjoy whatever. You get to the grocery store, you get back home, and it didn't take forever. You enjoyed the journey. You enjoyed the experience. It's the same thing when you're sitting there going, my God, I only have $5 in my account. I only have $9,500. How in the world am I going to buy a motorcycle? I only have $5. How in the world am I going to go grocery shopping? How am I going to buy my next house? How am I gonna? And you are coming from lack and doubt. It's not going to happen. Or it's going to take a lot longer for it to happen. As opposed to, you know what? I only have $9,500, but that's okay because I know that when my bike shows up, I will have, however I'm going to acquire it, it will just be there magically. And it's going to be a fun process and it's all going to work out perfectly. Therefore, it does. I only have whatever in my bank account. How in the world? We only make X number of dollars. How are we going to afford a mortgage payment? My agent asked me, the agent that sold me this house, I told her I was looking at it. She said, what is your price range? What are you looking to spend? I said, you know what? I don't know. Because I know I'm not going to limit the universe this time. Wherever my house is just going to be the house. It will be the price and I will have the means to acquire that house, however it is. It's not for me to figure out. Because you know what? You could make all the money in the world. You could want this house and you won't get it if it's not meant to be. Because you could have something happen and somebody else buy it out from under you. You could have a million things happen. Or you find out there's something wrong with that house and you really don't want it after all. So it's this is what I want or better. And I'm going to enjoy the journey. I'm going to enjoy the experience. We've been looking for houses for over a year. When it's meant to be, it will be. I don't get discouraged. I don't get wigged out. I don't go, oh my God, this isn't working. No. That's how you do not get what you want. Because then you're focusing on, well, it's not happening. So guess what, sweetheart? It's not going to happen. When you just go, it'll happen when it's meant to happen perfectly. And you just know it. I'm going to get to Canada. I'm going to get to California. I'm going to get to wherever you want to go. I'm going to go see my friend in South Africa. When it's meant to happen, it will just happen. Don't get wigged out and tied down to it's got to happen this way. And again, let go of the thought that you have to work. That doesn't mean sit on the couch and do nothing. But it means you don't have to work hard to get what is meant for you. The universe is abundant. Ways to get what you want, acquire what you want, is abundant. When you come from a place of joy and gratitude and excitement that you're going to get it. You just know you're going to get it. I can't tell you how many times I say, I want X, knowing that it's just going to happen. And people say, Pam, you are crazy. That's not going to happen. Guess what? It happens every single time. And then they go, I don't know how the hell you did that. I don't know how that happened. That was a once in a lifetime thing. Okay, I've had a lot of once in a lifetimes. Because I just know. I don't come from lack. I don't come from, God, this trip is taking forever. We're never going to get there. I'm never going to have enough money. I don't see how this is going to work. When you come from that place, you're just shutting out the universe. You're stopping your journey dead in its tracks. So I hope this gives you some enlightenment, something to relate to, Sometimes you need something tangible that you can relate to. I know that's how I work. You can tell me something all day long, but if I can't relate it to something I understand, it means nothing to me. So hopefully this gives you something tangible. This gives you proof. I didn't share the story about my motorcycle to brag or anything. It is proof of what I'm saying, that it just works. And then on top of that, we got 2 new helmets because they weren't going to ride anymore. We got their helmets, which were like better than what we had, and 2 motorcycle jackets for like pennies. For what it, I mean, we got all of that for less than what my husband's helmet cost by itself if we had bought it new. I'm telling you, I want everybody to experience abundance and get everything you want and desire. I'm trying to help you achieve it. Now, if you want to sit there and go, oh, well, yeah, that's great. It just happens for you. Nothing good ever happens to me or for me. I always get the short end of the stick. I always get screwed. If you want to stay in that vibration, there's nothing I can do for you other than tell you you're going to continue getting what you've gotten so far. You need to change your mindset. Change the way you look at things. Change the way you think about things. And is it going to happen overnight? No, but like Abraham said, your mindset, you weren't born with this mindset of lack. It's what you were taught. It's what you have learned over time. So changing your mindset, it's a forgetting what you know and relearning. It takes time. This, yes, is a mindset that I've had my whole life. There are other things that I have had to shift throughout my journey. I used to always be negative and condescending, and everything was stupid. That was a hard habit to break. But I broke it over time. Now, everything is amazing because I see things as amazing. So anyway, I send you guys so much love. I send you so much light, so much gratitude for being here. Click the like button, subscribe to my channel. Go put gas in your car, put that sucker in drive, and go for it. Just knowing that you're going to get there. Knowing it's going to be amazing. And we will talk soon.